Welcome back, everybody, to episode 2 of the Bring the Juice podcast film session. Let's get right into it because I've got a lot of plays to break down over this disgraceful Colts performance against the Tennessee Titans this past Sunday. First play of the game, first play from scrimmage. Colts already off to a bad start. When Jonathan Taylor jumps a little bit in the backfield, all the Tennessee defense sees it. Refs let it go, gets blown up anyway. This is just the storyline of the game. A lot of 2nd and 9, 2nd and 10s, and 2nd and 8s for this Colts offense in this game. For this next play, same drive. You're going to have Ashton Dulin, Michael Pittman lined up right next to Braden Smith, and then you're going to have Colin Granson lined up right next to Matt Pryor to help with pass protection on Bud Dupree. You're going to have Jonathan Taylor in the backfield. You're going to bring Ashton Dulin right over the cross, over in motion. You're going to have Q pull out. Get to the second level, hit that linebacker. Jonathan Taylor's got one-on-one with the safety. Couldn't make a miss. Gets corralled for 11 yards. Jonathan Taylor did not look healthy in this game, and he missed some cuts that he would have broken last year for big gains. On this play right here, you have strong right with Colin Granson lined up right next to Braden Smith. Bud Dupree signaling to the entire defense that there's strong right here and watch the run to the right. Got Michael Pittman and Island right here on Michael Farley, I believe that is, Michael Farley, and you have Jonathan Taylor in the backfield, and I believe that's Paris Campbell line up on the other side. As we run this through, play action, Matt Ryan drops back, he has time, and you have Colin Granson right here, good read right here, because if you threw this ball, this play could have been jumped, or these two underneath defenders could have jumped this ball to Paris Campbell, and there's just nowhere to go on here as this linebacker would have jumped Michael Pittman. But Colin Granson's right over here, right in the flat. No one around him for at least 10 yards. Throws to Jonathan Taylor and gets tipped by number 93, who you would think is an all-pro after this game. Here we go for this next play. You have Alec Pierce, Naeem Hines, I believe that is, and you have Michael Pittman on the outside. You have 4 down linemen, 2 linebackers. We have this slot corner right here threatening to blitz. As we run this through, he stays out. Jonathan Taylor takes the handoff inside zone to the left, and you just see if he bounces out, he's one-on-one with this corner, and there's so much green grass in this area of the field that this probably could have been 6. Not probably, would have been 6. And Jonathan Taylor instead bounces it back inside, and it's a loss of 1. This next play was probably the most disgraceful play of the game by Quentin Nelson, and probably the most costly play of the game by Quentin Nelson. Got 4 down linemen, no one over the center, 2 linebackers. Quentin Nelson just gets beat right off the ball. Danico Autry, former Colt, came back to his old home, wreaked havoc all day, 2.5 sacks, 3 quarterback hits. Just a disgraceful day for this Colts offense. And this was drive 1 of many. All right, so on this play, by this Colts defense, we have 4 down linemen, 2 linebackers, Zaire Franklin over the middle, Shaq Leonard, and then we have Rodney McLeod in the box as well. As we play this through, you're going to have Derrick Henry lead out. You're going to have Shaq Leonard follow him. You got Zaire Franklin read the eyes of the quarterback, and you're also going to have Rodney McLeod on this side to help out on the left side. So we run this through. Zaire Rodgers gets blocked up right here. Kenny Moore's blocked up, but Pace not going to catch him. Then you have only Rodney Thomas over the top to cut his legs out from underneath Derrick Henry as he gets a first down, and it's 1st and goal, Tennessee. On this play right here, you have the tight end, or the fullback, I should say, go in motion left to right, comes back to the left. You're going to have Zaire Franklin. Everybody reads run. Everybody on this second level reads run. Kenny Moore, Shaq Leonard, Zaire Franklin, and Rodney McLeod all read run. They all come up, take a step up. They're all beat instantly. Robert Woods goes through the middle. Touchdown. Easy touchdown, I should say, for the Tennessee Titans. That's the first one of the day. One of the highlights of this Colts defense this weekend was the linebacker play. Now, while it always wasn't pretty, that second level cleaned up a lot of mistakes that the defensive line got shoved out of the way while Derrick Henry ran it up their throat all day long. Here's an example of that. You have a guard pulling. He's gonna kick out and block out Yannick Ngakoue, open up a little hole. Tight end comes through, trying to block Zaire Franklin, but EJ Speed comes through the edge and takes out Derrick Henry for a minimal gain. Great rep by EJ Speed right there. Here you're going to have another 4-down lineman. You're going to have Rodney McLeod up in the box again, Zaire Franklin over the middle, and Shaq Leonard as a second linebacker. And then you're going to have Kenny Moore also in the box, but you have 2 wide receivers who are bunched up tight to the formation. As you run this play, you're going to have fake play action. Everyone's fooled. Zaire Franklin's got his back turned. Shaq Leonard's looking over this direction. He has no idea what's going on. Rodney McLeod's about to get blocked by this lineman. Easy hole for Derrick Henry. A lot of green grass. Shaq Leonard looks like he's shying away from contact. He doesn't look healthy enough to be out there, and Rodney Thomas cleans it up after a 15-yard gain. Here's Tennessee's second touchdown of the day with a run by Derrick Henry. 4-down linemen, you're going to have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 players up in the box as well in the second level. As we run this through, they have this blocked up perfectly. Linemen get pushed. Tight end also helps out this tackle. Guard and center get up to the second level. And Brandon Faison just wants no part of Derrick Henry there. As you can see, he made a business decision and touchdown Titans. And the route was on from there. Here you're going to have a Paris Campbell sighting, which I highlighted last week. Matt Ryan missed him a couple times on plays that Paris probably could have taken to the house or made a man miss and went and gotten 20, 30 yards in the process. Now, as we run this play, watch Paris in the slot right here. Matt Ryan's going to have some time. Paris is going to come open underneath this backside defender. Boom. Matt Ryan hits him in stride. Paris Campbell gets 15. First down. Here you're going to have special teams, which also struggled all day with field position, and Tennessee's kick returners took full advantage of the Colts' leaky kickoff return units. As we play this through, you're going to see Brown over pursue, some missed tackles, 2 missed tackles, I should say. And then Bam Banahue comes in and cleans it up, with Chase McLaughlin also getting in the scrum. On this play, you're going to have a wide receiver lined up tight to the formation. Gilmore is really lined up on the defensive line as Kwity Paye's lined up outside of Gilmore, which is a weird kind of concept. You're going to have Kenny Moore in the slot, and then it looks like you're going to have Isaiah Rodgers on the outside. As you run this play, watch Kenny Moore, number 23, line up on Treylon Burks, the rookie. You're going to see the outside receiver come in and try to chip Kenny. It works. Treylon Burks is open, but Zaire Franklin gets in the face of Ryan Tannehill. As we play this back again from the end zone shot, Zaire Franklin blows up this play. And Yannick Ngakoue also gets in there. And luckily, they got home. Because Kenny Moore was beat bad.
What's going on, everybody? Today, I want to talk to you about our sponsor, BetStamp. Now, I know what you're thinking. Derek, another betting app? What is so different about this one now? Well, I got to tell you guys, I'm not into online gambling a whole lot and bets online and everything, but I got to tell you, BetStamp is one of the coolest things I have ever seen in regards to betting online. The great thing about BetStamp is it allows you to see all the different odds from all different sports books and see which one provides you the best odds possible for any game or scenario you want to bet on for your pick versus some of the worst. BetStamp allows you to also buy and sell picks that you have without worrying about losing your money or having any issues with it. Believe me, it's all free. I mean, look at this, guys. You have an option for every game across all different kinds of leagues. in a ton of different ways. You have baseball, you have college football, UFC, NBA, and NFL. Great for the NFL season now being here. And if I wanted to bet on this Tennessee Titans versus Buffalo Bills game, it shows me in real time what are the best odds, which sports book I'm going to get the best offer from versus some of the worst ones. Because why would you want to spend earn less money from PointsBet when you could be winning more from ProLine Plus? Again, a great thing that BetStamp offers you, allowing you to make more money for the same pick just with a different sports book. How easy is that? And the great thing is there's not just games. There's player props. There's game props. There's lines. There's live tracking. There's a ton of great ways to make bets and picks on BetStamp, guys. Totally a cool thing to use. I highly encourage you check it out if you're into any kind of online betting. Even if you're not, give it a check. See what you like about it, because I think I actually enjoy using it. But the best way to get an edge on online sports betting is having multiple accounts at different sports books. Be sure to hit the BetLink page, betstamp.app/onboarding. Be sure to check out the BetStamp app or online, and be sure to use the referral code JUICE, plug in your state, and you'll get access to all their affiliates and their prices once you open up seeing all states lines. Be sure to check this out, guys. You won't want to miss it for the best odds on your next sports bet.
More bloopers from the offense from this past game. Will Fries gets blown up, and Matt Ryan has Simmons in his face. 93 bats it down, picks up his own batted ball for a pick. Now, on this disgraceful play by the Colts defense, probably the worst one they've had this year, that actually got called back because of a Treylon Burks hold. This defense looked like it quit on this play. Nobody wanted any part of Derrick Henry, and nobody looked energized. Nobody looked like they wanted to be there. As you run this through, you're going to have a double team on Tyquan Lewis, who had a pretty good game this game. He gets turned around. You have Kenny Moore and Rodney McLeod on Derrick Henry. He slips through both of them. And it's just unbelievable. This is a bad football team in a bad division, folks. As I just talked about Tyquan Lewis having a great game this game, you'll see 4 down linemen, 2 linebackers, and Rodney McLeod up in the box, as they showed that look a lot this game. Tight end goes in motion to the left. See Tyquan Lewis unblocked. Catches Derrick Henry for a minimal gain. Great rep by Tyquan Lewis. Another big play by Paris Campbell in this football game. Matt Ryan looking. 2 outbreaking routes. They're not there. Jonathan Taylor check down's not there. Will Fries is already beat. Simmons in his face. Matt Ryan steps up. Look at this arm angle by Matt Ryan. Sidearm, past this linebacker. Dart to Paris Campbell over the 50, first down. Matt Ryan had 9 fumbles in this game. He has 9 fumbles in 4 games. This should have been 10. This should have been scored 10, but the box decided not to score this a fumble. Brian Kelly snaps the ball a little bit to the right of Matt Ryan. Matt Ryan bobbles it, just goes down. As you run through this play, you're going to have Michael Pittman, you're going to have Nyheim Hines, and then you're going to have Ashton Doolin on the outside. And then you have Jelani Woods lined up tight to the formation right next to Braden Smith on the right side. And you're going to have Jonathan Taylor also in the backfield, threatening to run. You're going to have another 4 down lineman set, 2 linebackers. You're going to bring Nyheim Hines in motion. Fake the handoff to Jonathan Taylor. Steps up. Jelani Woods is wide open right over the middle of the field. Nobody wants to bring him down. Puts his head down. Gets another 10 or 5, I should say. First down. First and goal. Colts. Great play by Jelani Woods. Let's watch this again. Nyheim Hines comes in motion. Fake handoff to Jonathan Taylor. You actually could have ran this ball. This probably would have been a big gain as well. Matt Ryan steps in the pocket. Boom. Jelani Woods comes out of his break. Wide open. 1 missed tackle. 2 missed tackle. Nobody wants to bring him down. First and goal, Colts. This is one of my favorite plays of the day by this Colts defense. A Dayo Odeyingbo sack of Ryan Tannehill late in the second half. You're going to see Rodney McLeod tap Kwity Paye on the hip, move inside. Tight end's not going to chip him. This guard pulls, but Kwity Paye's going to blow him up, and then Derrick Henry has to come over and help out. Frees up Odeyingbo on the outside. Play this back. Kwity Paye moves in. Rodney McLeod heads up play. Guard pulls. Odeyingbo right there. Falls right into him. Sack. Colts sack. Here you're going to have 4 down linemen for the Tennessee Titans, 2 linebackers. They lined up in this set a lot this game. Colts struggle with this, so why not run it almost every single time? Matt Ryan communicates to Jonathan Taylor, maybe little gap exchange, brings Nyheim Hines in motion, misses Braden Smith. Denico Autry misses the tackle. Boom. That's just Jonathan Taylor making something happen. First down Colts. One of the best runs of Jonathan Taylor this season. There should be, which is pretty upsetting to say, but this is one of the bright spots of Jonathan Taylor this season. Here you're going to have Jonathan Taylor being JT. Michael Pittman goes in motion. This is just making something happen. This guy comes in unblocked. Jonathan Taylor makes a miss. Bounced off that blocker. Makes the linebacker miss. Lowers his shoulder. Gets 3 more. Jonathan Taylor shows some flashes of making something happen, but he didn't look completely healthy in this game. And for some reason, he might not be confident in the offensive line. It makes sense why, which is why I might not be seeing holes properly. You're going to have 4 down line by this Colts defense, 2 linebackers, Rodney McLeod also in the box once again. You're going to have this clogged up. Grover Stewart has just been a stalwart on this Colts defensive line so far this season. Brings down Derrick Henry for 1 yard. For this last play for the Bring the Juice film session, we have another 50-plus yard kick by the Colts. Missed. Here's Chase McLaughlin trying to get within 4 and just wasn't even close. The story of this Colts season so far has been inconsistency. They were one Chris Jones saying something mean to Matt Ryan play away from losing last week, and this week they were not as fortunate to get Simmons or somebody else on that defensive line to say something mean to Matthew Ryan. Big game coming up this week. Short week against the Denver Broncos in primetime Thursday night. We'll see if this Colts team shows up then. Until then, thank you for watching, listening. Please subscribe, and I hope you guys enjoy this episode 2 film edition. Thank you for watching.